Hey guys, welcome to our next geography lesson. Today we're going to be using a really cool tool that I think you're going to love. It's called Google Earth. Some of you may have even used it before. So the first thing that you'll be doing is open a new tab and you're going to go to google.com/earth. And it will take you here. Now, once you're here, you have two options to launch Earth. You can do it in the top corner or even down here. Either one is fine. So you're going to click Launch Earth, and it'll take it a moment to load because the Earth is a big place. So there's a lot to get loaded onto our screen here. So we're going to give it a second. And while we wait, let's remember what we had talked about with maps so far. There's a lot of important tools on a map, such as the title, the compass rose. And one thing to remember about maps is that they are a bird's eye view. Remember, we're a bird looking down from the sky. So there's no birds in outer space, but if you look at Google Earth here, you can just imagine you're in outer space looking down on Earth. Now, the first thing that I want you to do here in just a minute is find this little magnifying glass over here. That's where you're going to enter in things that you want to search for. Okay, so you're going to click the magnifying glass. Then this option pops up where it says search. You're just going to click there and type in whatever it is you're looking for. I always find it helpful to use a street address, or you can even just type a city or a state, press enter, and we'll see what happens. So I entered Maysville, Kentucky. So now I've got a picture of a building that's popped up in Maysville. I'm sure you guys recognize that. I've got some information about Maysville too. And this red outline shows me where Maysville is. Now, I want you to look at a very important tool over here. Zoom in and zoom out. So these are going to be very helpful when we are exploring in Google Earth. So you're going to click zoom in, and you're going to probably want to click it several times. Zoom in. Looks like it's taking us to downtown Maysville. Okay, let's look for some things we recognize here. So as you get closer, you can see some different names of some different places pop up. So you just click and drag to move your view. Here's a very important feature, the Ohio River. Very important. Now you can exit this to give yourself a little more room. I'm going to zoom in a little further and introduce you to my friend. His name is Pegman. So Mr. Pegman lives over here. And if you click on him, you will notice a lot of the streets have turned blue. That means that we can put Pegman in that location and see what he would see. Right now we're in bird's eye view, which is just looking down. But let's click Pegman and drag him over, I don't know, let's go to the library. So I'm going to drag him to the street by the Mason County Public Library. Let go of him. And now we're not bird's eye view anymore. We're street level. So this is actually the police station. And you can just click and drag to turn around. And here's the library. Okay, or Pegman can go for a walk. We can walk him down the street by clicking these arrows. Not very fast. Okay, so when you are done with Pegman and you want to go back to your bird's eye view, just click him again. And we're back up top where we were. Okay, so that's called entering street view. Let me zoom back out a little bit. And I want to show you a couple more features on Google Maps before you get going. Okay, here's my river. So we're very lucky that we're right here on the river because it's always easy to find your bearings. So when I zoom out, I can see more of a view of the whole county. Now, this little compass needle is really neat because it's kind of like a compass rose. So if I click it, it's going to spin me around. So we're facing north. See how the red arrow is pointing up now? That means that direction is north. Okay, so if you ever get turned around, just remember the Ohio River is usually to the north. Okay, so one other thing, this little arrow over here says fly to your location. Remember, we're in bird's eye view. So we're going to click that arrow, and my device knows exactly where I am. So he zoomed me out and zoomed me in, and now we are at Mason County Intermediate School. So let's see what Pegman can see. Let's go into our street view. And you can see not all of them are blue, but I can put him on the street out here and see what it looks like from the street view. Okay, so there we have our STEAM Academy, and across the street is the intermediate school. Okay, so we can click him again when we are ready to exit out. Okay, now if you want to search for something else, just click your magnifying glass and type it in. So why don't you guys click onto Google Earth and search your own address. Sometimes they even have pictures. If you are Pegman and put him on the street, you might be able to see a picture of your house. It depends on where you live, and if you're too far in the country, there might not be a picture. Okay, so you're going to check it out from the street view. Check out your address, play around with Pegman, zoom in, zoom out. If you've ever gotten into a place where you're zoomed in and you don't know where you are, you can zoom out. I would have to zoom out, 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 out. Keep going, keep going. And there's the river. So now I know that I'm back in downtown Maysville if I look over here.